Hey gorgeous, my name is Nia Danae and I appreciate you for joining me. I created Purpose Pizza Spa to share my ongoing journey of falling in love with Christ and becoming a Christ-like example for millennial women to show y'all that being a bad bee is nowhere near as great as becoming her through Christ. I want other women to join me in unveiling the pieces of my own purpose puzzle, and I pray that my transparency creates an understanding that evolving into her involves discovering femininity, becoming whole, healing trauma and emotional wounds, and also becoming a Proverbs 31 woman. I am so excited that you have joined me, and I hope that you coming along with me lets you see yourself through His eyes. I also pray that while you're with me on this journey that you begin to put together the pieces of your own purpose puzzle. I love you and I'm proud of you for embarking on this journey with me. Be blessed and enjoy. Oh, this is crazy. I cannot believe I'm doing this. Y'all, if I look that way, my brother's sitting in this corner. He be my hype man because I can't. This is crazy. Man, what is it? It's been like a year and a half almost. It's been like a year and a half that I've done this. And I don't think I've done this behind the camera. It's always just been my voice talking. I don't know why I let this man talk me into this. Doing this on a camera. Being on the voice, I'm fine. But this camera? But I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Before I get started, I'm gonna apologize for me in this coughing. I think the devil think he running something by putting this little tickle in my throat. Y'all, I'm back. We're back. Back like we never left. This is crazy. I literally feel like I'm going crazy. But okay, we're back. So, I don't know. I don't even know where I want to start. I talked to the Lord and I thought I was going to name this episode one thing. And then this morning, He changed everything about what I was doing or what I thought I was doing. Y'all, this is crazy. But the mantle is high. It's major. This whole season is about to be so big. So I guess I could tell y'all what I've been doing this past year and some change since I've been gone. Kind of let y'all into my business a little bit. And then throughout the season, y'all will get some more into my business. But y'all know I'm very transparent. I'm very open and honest about things that have happened in my life, things that are happening. Because that's honestly where we thrive the most is in transparency. So, the last episode I did, I think it was my Father's Day episode. I did the Father's Day episode with my godfather and my big brother. And I thought I was okay. I literally thought I was okay. I thought everything mentally was fine, spiritually was fine, and I think my cup was empty. And because my cup was empty, I was bleeding on other people. I don't know. I recorded that episode way before, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks before Father's Day happened. And when Father's Day happened, I think I just kind of lost it. I literally think I just went off and lost it. I didn't even post the Father's Day episode until my dad's birthday in October. Man, that's crazy to say out loud. Because I was so consistent every single week, making sure that I was posting, making sure that I was talking, making sure that I was praying, and giving y'all what we needed. Because I can't just say y'all, we needed. And I don't know. I literally think I lost it. I had been, and I think I remember talking about this And I say this to people all the time when they ask me what happened. But I literally, I think I was being a nurse for everybody else when my dad passed. And then when I realized, or when I started comprehending that everybody was starting to be okay, because you'll never be okay when you lose somebody. But when I started realizing that people were everybody in my family was going on with their life, um, then I started actually processing that my dad was gone. Um, I was not okay. So, I did the episode with my godfather and my big brother. Um, and I remember that entire month of June, I don't even remember going outside, y'all. I literally I did the episode in May. I remember that. And then in June, I don't remember going outside. I quit my job. I literally had all out plans to just be done. I sent my son here the week after Mother's Day. Here meaning Kansas City, because I'm in Kansas City now. I sent my son here in Kansas City, thinking okay, he's used to being around other family members. He's used to not always having me. And I don't know, I just thought that he was better off without me being sad. So I sent him here, found a contract in Houston. I was going to work that contract until I made the 13 weeks, which I would have made, I think, either $30,000 or $40,000. And I was going to put it into an account. And I flew to Kansas City in August, did my son's birthday, enrolled him in school. And the week I was supposed to go to Houston to go to work, they canceled my contract. There was no reason for my. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was literally no reason for my contract to be canceled, and my contract got canceled, and I was like, man, I'm stuck. I gotta find something else. So I was looking, trying to find a contract, and God was like, yeah, all right. You thought you was finna end your life. So and when I say y'all, I was not even looking for a job anywhere. Not a permanent job here in Kansas City, not a permanent job in Dallas, so I could go back with my baby, because Dallas is where my heart is. But I was so lonely. I don't know. It was 2 or 3 months. I think my dad's birthday had came around again. So I was here from August till October. And then finally God was like, okay, Nia, so you just gonna sit around and keep on looking and keep hitting a wall. So I got upset and I was like, okay, clearly God is not gonna let me do what I was trying to do. So I started looking for jobs in Kansas City, because even the regular full-time jobs that I was looking for in Dallas, nothing. I was literally hitting a brick wall. So I found a job here in Kansas City, and I was like, okay, I'm going to just wait until the school year's over, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to be okay. Started working out, worked out for 31 weeks straight. 31 weeks straight. And then I started a new job, and it broke my working out. But I was literally working out 31 weeks straight, lost 60 pounds, and I was okay. Um, I was using weed more so, but I was smoking and drinking to function throughout the day, because my anxiety was so high. It was bad. I couldn't function without feeling high, because I at the time, and this is how I know that God was still with me. because I was having dreams, and the dreams were so constant, and I was hearing God very audibly, like very clearly audibly, and I don't know, I was not used to that. I was used to having dreams, but I was not used to hearing him so clearly. And I don't know, I didn't like it because he was telling me about myself in a good and a bad way. Um, and I guess I thought that smoking and drinking was gonna make it better. It didn't. Um, and then one day God was like, "So you're gonna keep on getting high, and the higher you get, I'll be able to talk to you even more because me being high was quieting everything but his voice." I don't know. And when he said that, I was like, "All right, I'll figure it out. Whatever I got to do, I'll figure it out with you." So I started going back to church because I had stopped. It was like probably the hardest thing ever, but I stopped, started going back, and the dream started becoming more clear, and his voice started becoming clearer. And the church that I went to, um, I was learning more about the prophetic. And then one day I had a dream about my family and me doing a deliverance, and it kind of scared me, honestly. And God was like, "This is what I'm calling you to do." And you know how like you feel so unworthy? I felt so unworthy. I was like, how am I going to be able to do something that I know nothing about? So I learned more. I got more interested in it, of course, because like the dreams weren't stopping. Me hearing his voice was not stopping. Um, and I went through some church hurt at that church. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother thing, y'all. But I went through some church hurt there, and I kind of, I don't know, I kind of blocked God out for a little bit, but I still, again, was not, like, I kept hearing him. I took a prophetic class for 13, no, it was really 20 weeks, y'all, because there was extra stuff with it. Took the prophetic class, got my certification. Um, and when I say, like, man, ever since then, it just has been nonstop. Um, I can say that I am so much better now. I am. I can say that I have given my God, Jesus, given God my yes all the way. Um, and that's what I was gonna name this episode. And then today, I heard Alabaster Box, and God was like, "You need to read that passage. You need to read that passage because I have always struggled with feeling like I am good enough for God to love me. Like I felt like I had to do more than just be myself for me to be worthy enough, right? Um and then when I finally decided like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to keep running because the running is not stopping anything. The dreams are still coming. His voice is still very loud, very audible, and it's not going to stop. So, hey, gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching. I know you're like, girl, why did you stop? the episode. It was getting good. I know it was getting really good. But I just wanted you to take some time, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, and also share with some other girlie that you feel like would benefit from what we're giving in the episode. And then I also want you to take some time and follow us on all social media, Purpose Pieces Pod. Let's get you back to the episode. When he told me this morning, y'all, to read this passage, because I'm like, I don't know, nothing I do is going to be good enough. I've messed up so many times, and I don't know, I'm not good enough, right? So I like the version that comes in from Luke. Luke 7. And I'm going to read the whole passage because I feel like you needed the whole context for it to mean a lot. But the last 3 verses hit me. And I was talking to my big brother earlier while he was setting up, and I started crying because I don't know, it doesn't make any sense how it doesn't matter how much we do. And I think that's why when I think about how much stuff I've done and how hard I love him, no matter how long I try to take a step back, I don't know, it's sad when people don't know who he is or who they are to him. It's really sad. It's very sad. That's why I have this podcast, because I want women to understand like how much we actually mean to him, like how useful we are to him, how much he loves us. I think when women in their 20s and 30s, and I really want to hit teenagers the most, because if you get it as a teenager, can't nobody get you off your square. Okay, but let me read this real quick to y'all. I told y'all, the devil trying to stop me. He's not doing it. Not today. Okay, so this is Luke 7:36, right? So one of the Pharisees asked Jesus to have dinner with him. So Jesus went to his home and sat down to eat. And when a certain immoral woman from that city heard that he was there eating, she brought a beautiful alabaster jar filled with some expensive perfume. Then she knelt down at his feet weeping. Her tears fell on his feet, and she wiped them off with her hair. Then she kept kissing his feet and putting perfume on them. And the Pharisees who had invited him saw this. He said to himself, if this man were a prophet, he would know what kind of woman was touching him. She's a sinner. Then Jesus answered his thoughts. Simon, he said to the Pharisee, I have something to say to you. Go ahead, teacher, Simon replied. Then Jesus told him this story. A man loaned money to 2 people, 500 pieces of silver to one and 50 pieces to the other, but neither of them could repay him. So he kindly forgave both of them, canceling their debts. Who do you suppose loved him more after that? Simon answered, I suppose the one who canceled the larger debt. That's right, Jesus said. Then he turned to the woman and said to Simon, look at this woman kneeling here. When I entered your home, you didn't offer me water to wash the dust from my feet, but she washed them with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You didn't greet me with a kiss, but from the time I first came in, she has not stopped kissing my feet. You neglected the courtesy of olive oil to anoint my head, but she anointed my feet with rare perfume. I tell you her sins, they are many, but I've forgiven. So she has shown me much love. But a person who is forgiven little shows little love. When Jesus said to the woman, your sins are forgiven, the men at the table among themselves said, Who is this man that he goes around forgiving sins? And Jesus said to the woman, your faith has saved you. Go in peace. Y'all, I'm teary-eyed because, and y'all, some of y'all know my story from before I rebranded. Some of my story. Because I only got so far and I got quieted. Because I felt like my sins were too much. I felt like the weight of my calling was too much. But this woman went to him. And I said this to my brother, y'all. I said this to my brother earlier. I said, the perfume back then was like a form of currency, right? And that's all she had. That's all she had. She had nothing but that perfume as a form of currency. So she brought him all she had left and sat at his feet and wept. Like, look, this is all I'm surrendering everything I have to you. I'm saying yes to you if you'll just forgive me of everything I've done. Forget about every little thing that I've done. And not in this passage, it doesn't say who it was, but it's Mary. And the amount of surrender it takes for someone to just say, like, look, I'm at your feet. That's all I have left. I literally have had nothing left. I had no more fight. I had no more nothing. I literally hit that wall and I sat in the corner and I didn't have nothing. I didn't have nothing to say, okay, well, I could just give me some more time. Nope, I'm done. The weight is heavy. It's so heavy. But I would not trade this for the world. I wouldn't. So, this season, now that y'all know all my business, this season we're going to talk about everything. I'm going to bring my biological mom so that y'all can hear her story because our relationship is mending. I'm going to bring my little sister, Talisha, so that you guys can hear her story. I'm going to bring some really powerful women of God to be honest with y'all. Because ultimately, we're trying to get to where we are, Proverbs 31 women. So we're going to break down that scripture, and we're going to talk to different women that can show us what it means to get to where you can walk into, I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. We're going to be open and honest about our sex lives. We're going to be open and honest about the traumas that we've gone through, the heartache we've gone through. We're going to be real with y'all. I'm going to be more real with y'all because, yes, I am in ministry, more so, like active ministry. But the only way to get y'all to like really understand what it means to be her is for us to be open and honest and real. And some stuff gonna make y'all uncomfortable. Them church folks, y'all probably gonna be a little bit uncomfortable, but I don't care. I literally don't care. I want women to understand that our weight is different. Our calling is different. Our walk is different. The way we do life is different. And it doesn't matter what you've done, what you've gone through, who you slept with, how much you drank, how much you smoke. what religion you came from at first, once you really walk and really understand that you're his daughter and how much we rule over creation, and I just want everybody to get at least to where we see God as a father. Because once you start seeing him as a father and healing those little daddy wounds, because I've had them, even though my dad was in my life, I had them. But once you see him as a father, you can really start understanding him as a whole. You can even start understanding him in his sovereignty, in I don't even know, man. You really start understanding who God is once you start seeing him as a father, because once you heal that daddy wound or the daddy issues, if you have them, even if you don't have them, I'm telling you, everything starts being clearer. So this season for sure, we're about to start really seeing who God is and what he wants for us. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. Like I said, this whole being on the camera thing is very new to me. It's very different. But I got to get out of my shell, because the things that God has called me to do and the things I've seen in vision that he's given me for what ministry is going to look like for me, I can't be afraid to talk to people on a camera. I can't be afraid to talk to people in person. I can't be afraid to pray. Because, baby, when I say I could text a mighty, baby, I'll be clicking, clacking through the phone. And I got quieted because I thought that being loud and you don't have to pray like that. I could pray just like this, being sick, and God still hears me. And once I really started understanding how much God hears me, oh baby, you can't shut me up. You can't shut me up at all. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for what God has placed in my heart to get out. I'm so excited about healing some relationships, forgiveness for this season. I'm excited. I'm so excited. And I cannot wait to take y'all on this journey. Be snotting and crying, but we're going to get it. We're definitely going to get it. I'm looking at hopefully doing episodes weekly, but I'm excited, y'all. My brother, I wish y'all could see my brother's face. Oh, I can't laugh because it's going to make me cough. I've been doing good. See, no. My brother's making this face, y'all, because, and I want him to, boy, if y'all need to watch my brother's podcast, Worship Afterisms. Oh, my brother's an amazing worship leader. He's a powerhouse. He has a very fatherly spirit in him, and I want him to get to the point where he's weekly, but I don't know, because now that I'm doing videos and not just audio, y'all, once my brother starts teaching me how to do this, I feel like I'm going to be dragging my feet doing this weekly thing. But I feel like I grew a lot because I was doing it weekly. I was hitting a lot of things that most women in ministry are afraid to talk about because I was doing it weekly. I don't know, we're going to see, because my brother's going to make me edit my own videos. He's like, yeah. But I don't know. I'm excited to see where God is taking us this season. I don't know. I was kind of nervous at first, and now I'm like, okay, God, I'm calm and I'm quiet right now. Trying not to cough. That's really why I'm calm. Because I really want to, I'm kind of shaking in my boots. But yeah, y'all, I'm excited. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm so excited to be back. Um, what else was I going to say? Oh, my channel on Instagram. I need y'all to tap into that. I do daily. And this is how I know God has called me to preach. I'm trying to whisper because I don't want to say it out loud because he's really going to try to bring it out of me. But he's definitely called me to do that because the way that I can interpret and break down scripture, baby. But yeah, I do daily devotions. I get up at the crack of dawn because we're trying to be a Proverbs 31 woman, and that's the one part of being Proverbs 31 woman is kind of just making my skin itch a little bit, getting up early. But I've been doing it faithfully for the past month, getting up every single morning, even on the days that I don't do the devotions, because I don't really do them on the weekends, but I still get up in the morning and still pray over the girls. I definitely pray over the women that are in the channel. I want you guys to be a part of that. Today I posted some behind the scenes stuff, some goofy stuff with my brother and I. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where this goes. So yeah, join the channel, add both of the Instagrams, my ministry Instagram, Purpose Pieces, and then also the podcast Instagram, Purpose Pieces Pod, and then the channel. You can see that on the podcast Instagram and then my personal Instagram. And then, like I said, follow my brother's podcast. If you're a worship leader, that is somewhere that you need to be. But other than that, like I said, I'm excited. I'm prayed up, and I am excited to see where this goes. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see y'all next week. I love y'all.